What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing sort of a review. We're going to check out the experience of using over-ear headphones while in the gym. I've been using different types of headphones throughout basically all my gym journey, but we're going to talk about going out using this one and if it's right for you. So stick around because that is coming up right now. Now, I've been going to the gym for a very long time, but I've been always on and off. And as far as I can remember, I've always been using earbuds, or the ones that will loop around. Currently, what I've been using for the past, I want to say 2 years now, going on 3 years, is the Beats over-ear headphones, which I'll have an image for you. I got these on Amazon. I think you can find them pretty much anywhere. They work very well. I'm very happy with them. I initially got them because I knew that they would never fall off when I'm in the gym. And then I got these earbuds, the also Beats Studio earbuds. These are noise canceling, but it's no actual active noise canceling, or rather I think it's always on or active. And I've liked them both. I use the small ones for work more because I'm not moving around as often as I am in the gym. These other headphones that loop around my ear will never ever fall off because of that, unless I'm seriously doing some very strenuous work with like my ear, which would probably never happen. So I started getting curious about a lot of people wearing over-ear headphones. I've always felt like it would be hot, like it would be warm, because I know like if you're in a hot setting when the room is particularly not cold, well, I would get the urge of sweating. And I know that eventually if you have a poor quality headphone, the leather or the rubber, whatever it is that padding made of, will start to fall off, peel off, maybe of course after a few months, and it'll start leaving that residue on you. And I honestly didn't like it. So I liked over-ear headphones, but after a while I knew that I had to get good ones. But for the gym, I knew that it would take some convincing because I saw people wearing them and I knew that to me it looked a little silly because it looks like it's bulky, it's uncomfortable, you get warm and all that other stuff. So I decided to have a go at it. These are the Microsoft Surface headphones. I can't remember if they're the Surface 1s or the Surface 2s. I believe there's only 2 models at the moment. So I like this because it comes in its own case. Got a cable here, which I don't know why, because they're 3.5 millimeter. So I'm imagining that's just if your battery runs out and you can just hear it. And so these are it. This is what they look like. Really nice model. I like the pouch. I like the gray color. This way I have my water bottle. If for any reason it'll spill, it'll protect it, and it's just easier to transport. It takes about the same amount of space. And so it's just doesn't bother me, and it's more organized. It won't get bent or maybe even possibly broken if I have it in my gym bag. So just to give you an idea, this is not going to be a thorough technology audio review because this is more about using it for the gym. The day that I used it, this is for my pull day, which was my back, biceps, and rear delts. So I had a couple of workouts that I recorded. I know how to make them feel comfortable, and I always felt like maybe I had a rather larger head than I actually thought. So I would use it pretty much at that kind of adjustment, which would be, so this is a right and left. This is basically it. So it feels good. It's fine like that. And I try to work out that way. Overall, the sound is going to be better because you're closed in, and the original equalizer settings that I had on my phone for my earbuds was not great for this. I had to play around with it, and I found the one that I wanted, and it did work out fine. But once I started working out, it was a whole different story because now you got to see the performance and how it fits and overall how it stays on. What I wanted to be sure of was in the most extreme situations, it would always stay. I tried it on the treadmill. I didn't get to record that, but overall it did stay on pretty well. I was on there, but I don't necessarily run. I ran for like 2 minutes just to test it. Didn't fall off, and it didn't feel like it was going to eventually. I walk on the treadmill and I do it for about 30 to 45 minutes, 5 days a week, or at least after every workout. And it stayed on pretty well after that. And I did walk on a slant. I do tend to put it on around anywhere between 3 and 5, 3.0, 5.0. I don't know exactly what that means, but basically that's the settings that I had it in, and it stayed on okay. I did have a little difficulty when I was doing decline bench and when I was also on a flat bench even. So after a while, I would have it on, and then once it was like this, it would just start falling and falling and falling and falling. Right now that it's placed on top of my head and I'm in an upright position, this part is reliant on this. So even if this was to fall off, it wouldn't, because that's on it. But when I was on a flat bench, even more on a decline bench, it started to fall back, and then I want to say at least 3 times it fell before I got frustrated and realized I don't like this. But then again, I thought that I had a bigger head than I actually did have. So I made the adjustment of, while having it on, I closed it all the way. Now I'm sure that I can fit it on just like that now. It'll be fine. And yes, it does. But if I have it in this setting and then I close it, it's perfectly fine, and it's on there nice and tight. It's still comfortable. No other changes besides the fact that it's on there well. So I was doing all sorts of workouts and it was perfectly fine. I didn't sweat, I didn't feel warm. Overall, when I'm in the gym, I'm sweating, so this didn't feel any different. I guess if the only thing if the only part of my body is sweating is my ears, that's when it feels uncomfortable. But when I'm in the gym, overall, it's not all that bad. But since I don't do any super high intensity cardio, again, I won't be sweating all that profusely. So for me, this is a great choice. I'm going to continue carrying my Beats headphones, the around the ear headphones, in my bag just in case. Maybe as far as batteries, maybe one day I don't feel like wearing them, I'll switch them, because they're both great. And overall, having the sound all around, having the extra bass, the quality, I like it a lot. And I really like music, so when you are surrounded by all of that and everything around you is pretty much out of your sight, so to speak, and this also has noise canceling, which you can higher or lower, it's a pretty good experience. So I liked it. I'm going to continue using it, and yeah, that's what I would say. I would recommend you try it. I don't recommend you necessarily use it, because if you don't like it, you shouldn't. So that's my take on this, and I hope you enjoyed the feedback on this. I would suggest you, like I said, anything you would always try for your own, in your own way, and see if you like it, and you go from there. So that is all for today, guys. I hope everything has been helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment section below. And of course, any questions I'll be happy to provide answers for. If you have any suggestions of things you want me to work on and you want me to talk about, I'm happy to do that as well. And I'm just going to end the video on this note. So everybody, you already know, if you do more, you will be more.